For a long time, I couldn't understand at what point life seemed to stop. It didn't break. It didn't collapse. It didn't fall apart. It simply became the same. Days began to blur together. Morning, tasks, evening, sleep, over and over again. I was doing things, moving somewhere, but inside there was no sense of a journey. It felt like I wasn't living to my full potential, as if this was only a draft of my life, and I kept postponing the real one for later. From my experience, this state is the most dangerous because it's easy to get stuck in it, not for a month or a year, but for decades. On the outside, everything may look fine, but inside, a quiet disappointment begins to grow. Year after year, I kept telling myself, now is not the right time. I need to prepare a bit more. I'll start later. And one day I caught myself realizing that I had been saying this for years, and it was at that moment that a thought appeared, the one that truly changed everything. No one is coming to make my life different. It sounds simple, even cliche, but when you don't just hear it, when you truly accept it, something clicks inside. I suddenly realized that if I change nothing, that too is a choice. Many people think inaction is neutral. It's not. Inaction is an active choice to keep everything exactly as it is. And here's something important I've come to believe. Life never stands still. It is either slowly improving or slowly getting worse. If you don't invest in yourself, you gradually lose energy, shape, confidence, and interest in life. It happens quietly without dramatic signals, but very consistently. I saw this in one of my acquaintances, a smart, capable guy, full of ideas and potential. He always said, I still have time. 10 years passed. He didn't become a bad person, but he became tired and disappointed. And one day he said a phrase that really stuck with me. I thought time was working for me. Turns out it was working against me. That's when the second thought came. Just as important. I am already living the consequences of my past decisions. My body is the result of my past habits. My mindset is the result of what I've been feeding my mind for years. My life is the result of what I tolerated, what I agreed to, and what I avoided. That realization is uncomfortable because the image of being a victim of circumstances disappears. But at the same time, real power appears. Because if I created this myself, then I can change it. And here I want to share the first simple life hack that truly helped me move forward. Stop thinking in terms of my whole life. When we tell ourselves, I need to completely change my life, the brain panics and resists. I started thinking differently. Not who I will become in 5 years, but who I will be tonight. What will I choose today? Scrolling on my phone or going to bed on time? Postponing again or taking one small step? Choosing comfort or growth? A new version of you is built not through big decisions, but through small, daily choices. That's what removes pressure and makes change real. At some point, I noticed another important thing. Discomfort is not a sign that you're going the wrong way. Very often, it's a sign that you're leaving your old version behind. When I started doing what truly mattered to me, I felt strange, insecure, as if I were playing a role that wasn't mine. And then it hit me. I simply wasn't used to being someone who doesn't quit, doesn't postpone, doesn't look for excuses. The old version of me always chose comfort. The new one was learning to tolerate discomfort. And that's when another question became constant in my mind. Not is this useful or not, but who am I becoming when I do this? When you choose not to act again, you train weakness. When you act despite I don't feel like it, you train character. And it accumulates, slowly but inevitably. Once I heard a phrase that sealed everything for me. The pain of discipline is always less than the pain of regret. Discipline hurts today. Regret hurts for years. I've seen this with a close person who kept postponing taking care of himself, his health, his life, and then it became too late. Moments like that sober you up more than any motivational speech ever could. And the most important thing I've learned is this. A new version of you doesn't appear suddenly. It doesn't arrive in a single day. It is created in moments when no one is watching, when there is no applause, no quick results, no support. When you're alone with yourself and still choose to take a step. If you're watching this video right now and you feel something resonate inside, it means you're already in the process. Maybe you don't yet know what your next level will look like, But if you clearly understand that you no longer want to live the way you did before, that is the beginning. And maybe the one thought that will change everything sounds very simple. If I don't start changing myself today, I will meet tomorrow as the same person. And from here on, the choice is always yours.